All right, let's talk about something that could completely change the way you speak English. We're going to dive into a method for pronunciation that's all about going from that feeling of frustration to real, confident fluency. And it all started with a pretty surprising discovery. You know that feeling, right? You're in a meeting, you're making your point, you absolutely know your vocabulary is on point, your grammar is solid, but you can just tell it's not landing. People are leaning in, maybe they're asking you to repeat yourself. It's this incredibly frustrating gap between what you know and what you can communicate. And that's when the thoughts start creeping in, right? What am I doing wrong? Why don't they get it? It's so stressful, and you start to doubt yourself. You think, there's got to be something missing here. Well, today we're going to talk about what that missing piece is. So, the solution we're talking about, it didn't come from some language lab or a textbook. It actually came from a really personal journey, an accidental discovery by someone who was feeling this exact same way. This is Hiromi Kume, the founder of the method, and her story is so powerful because she lived it. Imagine 28 years in the US, fluent, of course, but still feeling that constant knot of anxiety in her stomach every time she had to speak in a high-stakes situation. She completely gets the struggle. But then, after all those years, something clicked. She started to notice this hidden pattern. It was almost a musical rhythm in the way Americans spoke that nobody had ever taught her. She realized she had been using parts of it instinctively, but now she could actually see it. It wasn't about the words, it was about the music behind them. And this is the perfect way to put it. It's like trying to salsa dance just by watching someone's feet. You might get the steps, but you'll look stiff. But once you hear the music and feel the rhythm, you can finally move with it. That's what this discovery was. She found the music of English, and only later did she build a system so other people could find it too. So, what is this big secret? What's the core of this huge breakthrough? Well, it's a complete paradigm shift. It turns out that for years, accent training has been focused on the completely wrong thing. Check this out. The old way was all about mechanics, right? Put your tongue here, shape your mouth like this. It's all external. But the real change, the new focus, starts from the inside. It begins with your breath, which is the engine for everything, and finding the natural rhythm of the language. So this isn't about little fixes. It's a holistic approach. We're talking about reshaping how you produce sound from the ground up. It's about learning to ride the wave of English speech, starting with your own breath, instead of constantly trying to swim against the current. And you can see how much this resonates with people. Take this executive, DS. They'd done it all the mouth shape exercises, but nothing really stuck. Then, for the first time, someone talked about breath. And bam, a total revelation. It was the missing piece of the puzzle. Okay, this all sounds really good in theory, but let's get into the nitty-gritty. How does it actually work? What's the science behind this that makes it so incredibly effective? Okay, first big claim. You can speak English with 50% less effort. Now I know what you're thinking. That sounds a little too good to be true. Speaking in a second language can feel like a marathon. So how on earth is this possible? Well, the secret is hiding in plain sight. It's a tiny, almost lazy sound that native speakers use all the time without even thinking about it. And it is their secret weapon for speaking with ease and flow. Meet the schwa. It's that super relaxed sound, like in the first syllable of about or the last one in sofa. And here is the mind-blowing part. That one little sound makes up half, literally 50%, of all vowel sounds in conversational English. Mastering it lets you relax syllables and save a massive amount of energy. It is the key to effortless speech. All right, so if less effort wasn't enough, how about this? Pronunciation that is 3 times better. And no, that's not just some random number pulled out of a hat. It's what happens when you get the foundation right. The results just compound. So why is it so effective? Well, it's a domino effect. When you focus on your breath, you naturally create that beautiful rhythm and intonation of English. That relaxed breathing gives you the confidence to speak clearly. And when you have that foundation, you suddenly gain this incredible, fine-tuned control over every single sound. It's all connected. So the whole system really just boils down to these 3 core pillars. It's simple, right? You start with your breath, then you learn to really hear and feel syllables in a totally new way. And finally, you put them together to find that rhythm, that music we were talking about. It makes it all feel so much more achievable. And this brings us to the real goal here.
Because honestly, this isn't just about sounding better. It's about feeling better. It's about unlocking a whole new version of yourself in English.
Think of it like this. For so many of us, speaking another language can feel like you're a caterpillar. You have all these amazing ideas, this whole personality inside, but you're stuck. This method, it's about that metamorphosis. It's about breaking out of that cocoon so you can finally show your true colors in English. And this is what's on the other side. This is what it's all for. It's speaking with a confidence that just commands a room. It's about enhancing your professional presence. But more than that, it's about letting your real personality, your humor, your wit, your warmth, shine through. It's about actually enjoying communication in English again. So I'll just leave you with this final thought to ponder. What if all that confidence you've been searching for, that presence you want to have, isn't out there in another grammar book, but it's right here, inside you? What if it's just a breath away?